All right, welcome everyone to our very first episode of Author Meets Narrator. My name is Jessie Forrest with Jessie Says Voiceover, and today we'll be chatting up the author of Love Deception, The Geek's Guide to Not Giving a Damn About Your Ex, and Living Your Life with Style, Pepi Valderrama. Welcome to the broadcast, Pepi! So, what guided you to take the path of the indie author?
Ooh, an accident.
Rather than being a traditionally published author, and what barriers did you overcome to seeing your book to print?
Basically, as I said before with the poem book, I was just chatting with a friend and telling him, like, look, I don't think I will ever publish this thing's poetry to begin with. I don't think that's ever going to be published, but I would love to do it just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But no one is going to give me the money for that. And he said, why don't you self-publish? There's printing on demand. There's this company here that does it. And I was like, wait, what? I can do it myself. And that's how I started, basically by accident, because someone told me that this possibility was out there. And I liked it because you can do whatever you want. There's no one from the publishing company telling you can't put that in there.
Yeah, no chapter 26 ode to swearing chapters in your book.
Yeah,
okay?
So you can do whatever you like, but that's the bad thing of it. You can do whatever you like. It's a positive thing, but it's also a negative thing because there's not going to be anyone stopping you from doing whatever you want in there. So you have to own it. So you kind of
feel like a mad scientist a little bit.
Yes. Then you have to be aware that you have a learning curve because you need to learn how to do the design of the cover. You will need to print the first proof of the book and see that everything is fine. So you are doing the job that if you were from the traditional way, there's someone for you to do that instead of you. You just write the book, give it to them, and that's it. When you're an indie author, you have to do every single step yourself. You have to do the promotion. You have to come up with ideas on, okay, if I'm going to promote this book in, I don't know, like it's a festival or something, do I go there? Do I have the money to afford this thing, etc.? So it's good and bad in the freedom that it gives you, if that makes sense. But you learn a lot. That's the thing. You learn the whole process and you learn skills that otherwise you would have never touched ever in your life. Like, okay, if you write just the book and give it to the publishers, someone will design the cover. So you won't learn the software necessary, any program. You won't think about those things. And suddenly, because you decided to self-publish a book, you end up with all this knowledge that, who knows, maybe you use it for something else or, discover that you are good, I don't know, designing or editing. And then you have, I don't know, a new passion. If you don't try, you don't know.
Boy, I feel that like in my soul. Because I feel like I did the same thing with voiceover. Like, I didn't know how to be a sound engineer before. I didn't even know what a DAW was. I didn't know, there's a million things I didn't know. And I'm having to learn all the time, so I completely understand having to, push yourself to find that next step and to go for it. So, that's awesome.
Nobody tells you which book to choose to read over.
Nope.
Imagine you have a book and you have to read this, and maybe you don't like it. It's like,
I've been there. I'm like, why am I reading this book? Why am I reading this book? Yeah, there was one book in particular, and I'm not going to name titles or say people, but this book was written by ChatGPT, and the person who wrote it, these are air quotes, wrote it on ChatGPT, didn't actually read it before they submitted it to be produced. So it was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's a thing. People do that.
They need to, editing with ChatGPT, we give the nice order, it's fine, but you need a draft.
Yes.
You need a draft.
There's so many
It's
things.
not ask ChatGPT to write you something with cactuses, because that's an example I have with one of the books of AI, that how to use ChatGPT on for your amusement or as a tool. It's really
Really?
wild.
Is it bad? Oh no, I'm totally gonna
It's
have to do
not
that.
bad. It gives you for giving you ideas. It's fine, because you can ask ChatGPT something like, "Can you give me, I don't know, 10 ideas about a topic?" And then you ask it again, "Can you give me another 10 ideas and another 10 ideas?" And when you have 100 ideas, you will find that some are actually interesting, but you need to know how to use it. Otherwise, if you just take what it gives you the first time, it's going to be like, you're going to have questions in there. It's like, okay, it's a good tool,
Yeah.
but you need to know how to use it. If you just say, "Hey, write me a book about cactus,"
I'm interested.
Good luck with
I'm
that.
peaked now, and I totally want to do that, just to see what kind of murderous things the technology can give us.
With a friend, what we did, we made like, okay, let's give something ridiculous. Like, there is an elf in love with an alien. And please, ChatGPT, a story with an elf and an alien from outer space. And it came out, and we were like this,
horrified. Oh noes. Oh noes. How do you sleep at night?
But the names of the characters were nice, at least something.
So you can take something from it.
Something, yeah.
Something, just a little bit. So the idea of the damsel in distress is so ingrained in womanhood as a global society. Aside from reminding women with books like yours to ditch those ridiculous and boring tropes, what other steps do you think we need to take as a society to right the ship, not just for women, but for all genders?
A simple thing. It's I'll say it with a very irreverent, blunt sentence. Own your shit.
Yes!
Just this.
Louder for the people in the back.
Like, all the problems we have is like, if you do a mistake, you just point with the finger to the neighbor, or not me, it's this circumstance or whatever, and you're pointing out of yourself. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna make life easier. You're gonna make it worse. You have to look inwards and see, okay, I made a mistake, my bad, and you own it, and then you carry on, and that's how you grow. But if you kind of always give that outside of yourself, you're also giving up your power. Someone is going to decide for you. It's not nice. Right. Freedom has this double-edged sword, which means you have to own your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. That's great. That's great advice too. You should put that on the pillow. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Where were we here? Oh, yes. This is my favorite question. Are you ready? Ooh. This is my favorite question. Writing a book, because I want to know too. I want to know too. So writing a book like this, I would imagine, opens one up to a level of uncomfortable vulnerability. How did you overcome your fear to tell the story and snub the backlash of the people around you?
I learned that when I was in school, and bullies made my life a nightmare. So basically, I arrived to the conclusion of, if you don't do anything, people are going to judge you, and they're going to complain about you, and they're going to say terrible things about you. If you do something, people are going to judge you. They're going to point you at the finger, and they're going to say terrible things about you. Whatever you do, there's always going to be someone saying something terrible about you. So in this case, do what you like to do. If you're not harming anyone, within, being a nice person. You want to write a book, write it. You want to be vulnerable, be vulnerable. You want to write, I don't know, space aliens books, go for it. If you want to write, I don't know, elf romance.
Elf space romance, fantasy sci-fi.
Yes.
Love it.
The thing is, being vulnerable and going out there and being it it's allowing other people like you to feel like, oh, I'm not alone. And coma, if they're gonna say something about you, they will have to invent something else.
Yeah.
They will have to think something else.
I love it.
So yeah, if people want to do something, like, guys, don't be like fearful that people will say something wrong about it. They are already saying it, so go for it.
Wear it like a suit of armor, and they can never hurt you. I love that. Okay, so let's see here. Love Deception is available today. It's not really available today. We're just taping this at a time. So Love Deception is available today on Audible. Woo! Yes! You have a print. I love it. I love that. I'm
Yes.
actually gonna, yes, love it. Love it.